Good afternoon. Michael Mazarang here again, and today we're going to go out in the field and do some foundation inspections on some residential structures. I hope you can join us today. Come on. Michael Mazarang here again. Today we're at a house in Huntersville. Today the foundation repair crew has done some excavating and prep work for what we call a deep foundation. This house has some distress located on the right side of the structure, and as you can see here, you can see that's the beginning of the deflection there, or the area of stress. We're about 15 feet from the right front corner. And moving across, you can see where some repairs have been done in the past, some cosmetic repairs, masonry repairs, and then some additional movement, including the block, which was below grade and exposed during our excavation, showing quite a bit of movement on this house. Certainly we're in an area of the country where we have expansive clay. We're in a drought situation, so before the drought we had a long period of extensive rainfall, and so the two extremes create a lot of distress on foundations here in the Carolinas. And this house certainly is part of that particular grouping. And we can see here, the foundation itself, which is exposed for our prep work in preparation for the deep foundation. You see this large crack here, which has been patched and also has, of course, re-cracked due to additional movement. Our work area here is we're doing 4 micropiles, and this is a drilled product that is an alternative to an expensive helical system. We're able to do these a little bit cheaper, and Micropiles actually have some advantages as far as installation and as far as capacity. In particular, we discovered that this corner had excessive amounts of concrete. So the builder put several feet of concrete on this corner. Maybe they thought they had bad soil, so they chose to excavate a little bit deeper and then pour additional amounts of concrete here. But really a helical system would be impossible to do in this case. So Micropiles, being a drilled product, we're able to drill through the existing footing and use what's called a slab bracket. And if you were to use a helical piering system with standard L bracket, you'd have to chip the footer completely away, which could take an extra day or so of concrete removal, adding extensive cost to the job. So as you can see here, they're getting prepared for the install tomorrow. And you can see here one of the cores that was drilled through the footing. This is an exceptionally thick footing that was poured, and why not utilize it since it's here? So and then once we install our deep foundation, there's 4 units here. We have a certified, actually real brick mason that is kind of old school, that works with us to patch up all these areas of brick that are damaged, and really does a nice job with us to clean these cracks up for us. Once we've loaded these piers and transferred the load of the house to the piering system, which goes down 20 feet beneath where we're standing. But certainly you can see Chris does a neat and clean job on his job sites. We cover our dirt piles, try to keep the job site as contained as we can. Caution tape is put out for safety, since this job site is buttoned up for the evening. Some old school techniques that not too many people trouble themselves to do anymore, that we do automatically. Michael Mazarang here again, and today we're visiting one of our job sites that we started a couple weeks ago. The deep foundation system has been installed and loaded on the foundation per the engineer specifications. You can see, based on the last time we were here, the job site has been cleaned up very nicely, and the flower beds restored. We had some good movement of the brick masonry when we loaded the deep foundation system. But also one thing we do is we deploy a real brick mason for our brick repairs. As you can see here, we close the bricks pretty well, but also since we use an old school brick mason, we were able to match up the mortar joints and do a professional brick repair on the home. So certainly to give us a nice added finish to this job. Turning the side here, we ended up doing a total of 5 units here to support the foundation from additional settlement, and the crew is able to save most of the bushes, as you'll see here. Were able to be saved, and since we dug the holes very strategically with a minimal amount of disturbance. And again, as you can see on this side of the home, the cracks performed very well. A decent crack movement or crack closure on this side of the home, in addition to a really good brick repair that was done by our brick mason to blend in things. And unless you know that work was installed, it's really hard to even notice that that we were here. So here again at the tail end of the job, all these brick repairs were done with the professional brick mason, and the flower beds restored. So overall, another successful project here up in Huntersville, and we certainly hope you've learned a little bit today about deep foundation underpinning systems, micropiles, helical piers, crack repairs, masonry repairs. These types of things are pretty common here in this part of the country, and you know, stabilization of shifting foundations can be done with the right company, with the right experience, and certainly, you know, we'd appreciate a phone call. In addition, on this house, we were also informed that the crawl space needed some additional work. So one of our crews does microbial cleaning, industrial mold cleaning services, vapor barriers, and so forth. And so we were able to help this homeowner with that issue. And this this crawl space was professionally cleaned with an industrial mold cleaning service. And as you can see, it was re-insulated. So this crawl space really cleaned up nicely. You know, the crew deployed a new 10 mil contractor grade vapor barrier, overlap 12 inches on each seam. And of course, there's a landscaping staple here every 5 feet on these seams. And you can see here a very professional, clean looking crawl space that we were also able to do in addition to stabilizing the exterior foundation. And we certainly were glad to help this homeowner with this issue as well. So again, any questions about crawl spaces, vapor barriers, encapsulations, industrial mold cleaning services, insulating subfloors, we certainly are able to help you with those challenges as well. So again, just you know, if you have any questions about foundation repair or crawl space science, we'd certainly appreciate a phone call. You can contact me at the information at the bottom of the screen. Either send us a message through the website or just give us a call. But again, thank you for watching this project here in Huntersville. And I guess we're off to the next inspection. We look forward to seeing you on the next job. Again, Michael Mazarang, thanks again for joining us. Hope you have a good day. Take care.